In a stunning and deeply unsettling development, the investigation into the shooting of conservative activist Charlie Kirk has taken a major leap forward. After a tense nationwide manhunt that gripped the country and dominated headlines, law enforcement officials have announced that they have successfully apprehended a suspect in the case. The arrest marks a pivotal moment in a story that has shocked the nation and raised urgent questions about political violence, campus security, and the state of public discourse in America. The tragic incident unfolded on Wednesday, September 10th, at Utah Valley University, where Charlie Kirk was delivering a speech to a packed auditorium. The event, which was meant to be a forum for spirited debate and the exchange of ideas, was suddenly shattered by gunfire. Witnesses described a scene of chaos and confusion as emergency responders rushed to the scene, students and faculty scrambled for safety, and the university campus was placed on immediate lockdown. Kirk, a prominent figure in conservative circles and the founder of Turning Point USA, was pronounced dead at the scene, sending shockwaves through the political world and beyond. Just 33 hours after the shooting, authorities announced the arrest of Tyler Robinson, a 22-year-old resident of Washington County, Utah. The speed of the arrest was a testament to the coordinated efforts of local police, federal agents, and the broader law enforcement community, who worked around the clock to track down leads and bring the suspect into custody. Robinson was taken into custody at a relative's home without incident, ending a manhunt that had left many in the community on edge. According to court documents, Robinson is not a student at Utah Valley University, and until now, had no prior criminal record. He now faces a slew of serious charges, including aggravated murder, use of a firearm in the commission of a felony, and several other related offenses. Legal experts say that given the high-profile nature of the case and the political implications, prosecutors are likely to pursue the maximum penalties available under Utah law. The breakthrough in the case came after the FBI released a series of surveillance images captured from security cameras inside the university. The images, which were widely circulated on social media and news outlets, showed a young man entering the auditorium shortly before the shooting. In a remarkable twist, it was Robinson's own father who recognized his son in the images and contacted authorities, leading to the swift arrest. Law enforcement officials have praised the family's courage and cooperation, noting that their actions may have prevented further tragedy. During questioning, Robinson reportedly confessed to the shooting and provided details about his actions and motivations. Police say he was calm and cooperative during the arrest and there were no injuries or resistance. The arrest was carried out with a heavy police presence, reflecting the seriousness of the charges and the heightened emotions surrounding the case. News of the arrest quickly spread, and former President Donald Trump was among the first to react publicly. In a televised interview, Trump condemned the attack in the strongest possible terms, calling it a heinous assassination and demanding swift justice. He went so far as to urge prosecutors to seek the death penalty for Robinson, arguing that such acts of political violence must be met with the harshest consequences. Trump's comments have sparked a national debate about the appropriate response to political violence and the role of rhetoric in shaping public attitudes. Utah officials echoed the gravity of the situation, holding a press conference to address the public's concerns and reassure the community. State leaders described the shooting as a watershed moment in American history, emphasizing the need for unity, vigilance, and a renewed commitment to civil discourse. They pledged to review campus security protocols and work with federal partners to prevent similar tragedies in the future. Investigators have recovered the rifle used in the shooting, along with several unusual bullet casings. According to police reports, the casings were engraved with internet memes and political phrases, raising questions about the suspect's state of mind and possible motivations. Forensic experts are analyzing the evidence to determine whether the engravings point to a broader ideological motive or were simply intended to provoke attention. So far, authorities have not identified a clear motive for the attack. However, Robinson's family has told investigators that he had become increasingly political in recent months, spending long hours online and expressing frustration with the current state of the country. Friends and relatives describe him as quiet and intelligent, but say he had recently withdrawn from social activities and become more isolated. Mental health professionals are expected to evaluate Robinson as part of the ongoing investigation. For now, Robinson remains in jail without bail, as prosecutors argue that he poses a significant flight risk and a potential danger to the community. The judge in the case has ordered a comprehensive review of the evidence and scheduled a preliminary hearing for next week. Legal analysts say the case is likely to draw national attention and could set important precedents for how similar crimes are prosecuted in the future. Formal charges are expected to be filed in the coming days, and the Department of Justice has announced that it is considering federal charges, including possible violations of civil rights statutes. Prosecutors are working closely with federal investigators to determine whether the shooting qualifies as an act of domestic terrorism or a hate crime, which could carry even more severe penalties. As the investigation continues, the story remains fluid and new details are emerging by the hour. Journalists and legal experts are closely monitoring the case, and the public is anxiously awaiting answers to the many questions that remain. What drove Robinson to commit such a shocking act? Could it have been prevented? And what does this tragedy say about the current state of American society? We will continue to follow this developing story and provide updates as more information becomes available. For the latest news, in-depth analysis, and exclusive interviews, be sure to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for ongoing coverage of this major national event.